Excellency, program guests, friends, colleagues, project participants. Thank you very much for coming today on the first day of the conference, Rethinking the Design Education. Warm welcome in the name of Public Room and project partners, Zavar Design, Design Austria, Croatian Design Association, European University of Republic of Macedonia, and Vern University from Zagreb. So these 2 days we're going to spend time on very, I would rather say, unpopular topic in terms of what we're going to discuss, because so far nobody I've heard that is going so profound in research, analysis, and trying to get the real product out of it. And we are dealing here with the design education. This is the first time that this topic has been placed. I mean, we openly discussed in public in Macedonia. I don't know what is the experience in other countries in the region, especially in Croatia and Austria. Probably Austria is more tradition about, no? Okay, so we have some similarities as we mentioned in the morning. Just to give you technical details, this is the first day of the program, and the program continues tomorrow morning from 9 o'clock at European University. It's the building like 500 meters from here. You all got a map inside, so don't think that this program finishes here, so please come and join us tomorrow. We have invited some officials to officially, let's say, open this conference and to express their personal opinion about the design and maybe the cooperation between the countries. More about bilateral relations between Croatia and Macedonia. You will hear from Her Excellency Ambassador Daniela Parišić, who will address to you now. So, yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody. I want to welcome you, and I want to greet you to be this afternoon here with us. Since I'm not the expert in design, I'm just enjoying in design. And I hope that this project will have the great and the good result that we will see it next year in Zagreb. So I just want to underline that this project means a lot to you as the participants, but also it really deepens the relations, as you said, between the countries, and I really think so, because I think as the representative of the country of the Republic of Croatia, I can just be proud of being here with you, with you, the experts for design, and the people coming from the university, young people, and if I may say, well, you are our future, so, well, it's really good to be here with you this afternoon. I won't be long, just let me say that I think that you will enjoy here in Skopje, because I really enjoy. I'm here just from last autumn here, so I can say that I'm the new ambassador here, but I really feel like I'm at home, and I think that my people from Croatia feel the same here too. So thanks again for all of you being here, and please continue. Thanks.
I would like to start from the colleagues who sit on this table. So, Madam Ambassador, Mr. Chairman, dear friends and colleagues, good evening, but I would also like to say dobro večer and dobro veče and guten Abend, and I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I was invited here to talk very briefly. I was asked to only present for 5 minutes, which I will try, but I cannot promise you anything because I work for the government administration, and one of the criteria to join this force is to talk on and on and on without stopping for hours, really. But I promise I'll try to be brief and address the topic. The issue here is design, and we are part of this project, and my presence here is not only for the reason of me informing all of you what the Ministry of Culture does in this field, but also to symbolically show the support of the Ministry of Culture of such projects and the international collaboration of Macedonian partners with other partners in Europe. So, to begin with, the Ministry of Culture, we recognize the creative industries as a sector which requires our attention. Since 2009, we've devoted focused attention to the sector. We recognize the sector as pretty much as the European understanding of it. What is creative industries to us is those industries which have the origin in individual creativity and talent and skills, but have the potential to create wealth and jobs, and very importantly, through the exploitation of intellectual property. This is how we understand the sector, and we recognize that there's huge potential in the Republic of Macedonia, that it could be the distinctive trait for the country as a whole, which is why we give it due political attention. So we've started with the exercise of the first ever attempt to mapping of the creative industries back in 2009, and the result was a partial mapping of the sector, but which gave us a good, solid, we hope, base to actually continue on and develop further mapping exercises on that one, to which I will come to again briefly, because this is what we're doing at the moment. But since 2009 we've started, we tried to actually understand the sector, first of all ourselves, and then to explain it, and finally to support its development with concrete measures. The year when this all started to really take shape and form is 2012, so it was 2 years after the launch of this mapping exercise, and we were preparing for a long time, and then we've actually started with a series of workshops with our then and now partner, the British Council of Macedonia. But I will only mention the most important things we did, because there were many, many more. I wouldn't like to talk longer than I'm asked to. So we've started with a series of workshops which were informative, and then this was crowned with a big forum to which we invited many stakeholders, partners from the government, practitioners, academicians, which resulted in the signing of the so-called Memorandum of Understanding, which we initiated, the Ministry of Culture, but was signed by a number of partners in the government, notably the Ministries of Economy and Finance, the City of Skopje, the University of the State University in Skopje, and the Chamber of Commerce, which is our attempt to involve the business sector. Of course, we all know why, because we see creative industries as a potential economic sector, really, which incidentally we, the Ministry of Culture, initiate, and this is our role in the country. We actually try to make everybody see what this is, even in the government. The topic of the project design is really what we see as part of the creative industries. We have this broader view, but we recognize design as one of the sectors in the creative industries, of course, to which we devote due attention. And in the same year, the National Committee for the Support of Creative Industries was formed, which consists of independent members who are members of the academia and practitioners, and some of them we have here today with us, and I greet them. We have our colleagues who actually have the role of counselors and try to direct the development of the creative industries in the Republic of Macedonia in the desired direction. After the signing of the memorandum, we've also launched the next year, in 2013, the first competition at the Ministry of Culture, which was specifically devoted to the creative industries projects. We didn't have anything like that before. We invented it the year before and we launched it in the year 2013. And this is what Alexander mentioned at the beginning. So since 2013 we've had this competition going on every year. And even though when it started it was merely to symbolically show the support of the Ministry of Culture to such projects with a specific set of criteria, of course. I can say proudly now, this year, 2016, that we have helped a lot of practitioners to actually realize their ideas. And to answer your question, Alexander, we are satisfied with the result, considering the amount of money we've devoted to this one. And of course, we're not satisfied with that, because we want to develop further and further. I mean, there's really no limit to that. We can say we can double the amount of money dedicated to this competition, or we can say we can triple it, or we can say we can add even more money to it, and it will still not quench the thirst for these projects, which is obvious among practitioners. Not all, to be completely honest, not all projects which we look at, not us, but a dedicated independent committee, okay, who looks at those projects and decides on who wins the competition. Not all of those projects fulfill all the criteria, not even now in 2016. But we can say that there's a considerable development since the beginning. In 2013 we had many more projects discarded from the beginning because they simply did not fulfill the criteria, but now many very good and competitive projects are in the same pot for the same amount of money, so it looks very, the game became very competitive. And this is a good thing from our point of view, although on the side of practitioners who apply for the money, it is of course never enough, and we recognize this, and we're trying to make this competition really the sort of the source of income that we would all like to see. But actually the point to it is really not to support the sector in such a way. I mean, the sector should not rely on such competitions. This was really an attempt to make the sector more visible, which we, I think, are succeeding to do. And in the future, even though we are aware of the fact that we need to support it even more, we will, I think, limit ourselves at some point. We do not want to support it on and on and on without end with lots of money, but we want to actually make the environment such that will support the development of creative industries on a self-sustainable basis. This would be the ideal. With the answer to your question, there is more than 150 projects by now from all those years which were financed with some almost 16 million Macedonian denars. This is a local currency, which is of course not very much, but in certain cases it made a difference between some projects becoming reality and not happening at all. It was that important. In 2014, we've effectuated the action plan, which I can say that we've worked on for the entire year at least before. And in this action plan, I would just like to mention these 4 activities that we have decided to carry out. And with this, I will wrap up my presentation. The 4 activities we are dedicated to maintain throughout the period to which this action plan applies, which is 2015 until 2018. So it is 4 years. We plan to run the competition as an annual exercise. We plan to support the work of the National Committee, which, by the way, this is very important, has formed its working group for the second mapping, which is actually ongoing this year. The preparation for this huge statistical exercise, very important, is ongoing, and we hope to have the first results by the end of this calendar year. And the mapping was also as an activity one of the actions in this foreseen in this action plan. And finally, one of the actions in the action plan was the support of a creation of a what we called in the action plan a creative hub, a space, a physical space, a place where practitioners could come and realize their products from the beginning, from their ideas through the creative process, through manufacturing, to the final product. And this is to do with design a lot. And we are very happy to share this with you today, that we are actually meeting today in this space. I mean, this is it. This is the hub which we hope is going to continue to be open to everybody with creative ideas, and especially we would like to see its availability, especially to those young ones who have never tried it before. You know, the newcomers, which is what we have the same understanding with our hosts here, and the collaboration so far has been, of course, very successful. And mind you, our host, the host organization, are actually also one of the participants in the annual competition, and we do look at their projects with due attention, of course. So, just to complete my presentation with saying again, thank you for inviting us to this project. We wish you every success, not only to this project, but to this place as well. Thank you.